Okay, so a new Vsauce video came out, and it's been a while since I saw one of these. It's a kind of an old style Vsauce video because Vsauce stopped making videos for a while, and then they made a YouTube series, which became free after a while. So I watched it for free. Maybe I should react to some of those because those are very in-depth and thought-provoking. They're really long, though. So maybe. They're like a mini documentaries, in a way. So, I'd like to react to this video. Did people used to look older? Now, coming in a little late, already 3 million views. But this one was some fantastic old-school Vsauce style. Starting on a topic and roaming freely to thought-provoking ideas. Well, let's see where it goes. Did people used to look older? I think that is a thing, like, people are aging slowly, but I never heard it go really in-depth before, so let's see.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
18,
Michael's back.
Looked like a teenager.
Carl
But it doesn't
Sagan.
take long in an old high school yearbook to find teenagers who look surprisingly old.
Yeah, that dude is literally like, I don't know, like at least in his mid to late
These people
20s.
are all in their 20s.
Yeah, these guys. Wait, is this Justin Timberlake? Oh, it's In Sync. Yeah. Yeah, these guys have got to be at least in their mid 30s. It looks like.
But so are these people. This is Elizabeth Taylor when she was
nice.
just 17.
That's a
And here are some high school
17-year-old.
students from the 70s. Did people used
Yeah,
to
those
look
are
old?
adults. Those are like.
Brandon McCarthy asked on Twitter, and evidence poured in. People shared photos of their parents in their early 20s, their dad at 21,
This is a 21-year-old. Yeah, that's literally like a boomer.
their mom at 18 or 19, their dad at 45. One user shared their husband at 27 and what his father looked
27.
like at 23.
This is a 23-year-old. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, something's going on here. Something is.
And there's pretty much an entire subculture around how old footballers looked decades ago. 24,
Footballers.
31, 33.
Wait, that's a. Hold on.
Footballers looked decades ago.
Hold on.
24.
This is a 24-year-old? Yeah, what the hell is going on? Maybe this guy's just, like, under so much stress that, like, stress ages you. That's a thing, right?
31, 33, 29,
29.
27.
27. Oh my gosh. What is with this guy's forehead? This is a 5 head. This is like a 6 head or something. Oh my gosh, imagine the big brain on this guy. Berger Stenman, Sweden. 80s footballers aging badly. Yeah. Yeah, this guy aged very badly. This the photo itself did aged pretty well though. I mean, it's in black and white, but still.
It's not uncommon to think that there's
Every
something
teenager in the
more
80s
grown up
Every teenager in high school in the 80s looks
about the
35
way
years
people
old.
used
Yeah.
to be.
I mean, that
To
guy
look
looks
back
young.
and think that people seemed
This
older
guy.
at a younger
Yeah, that lady looks in her
age than
30s.
they do now.
That guy's
Let's
kind of
call it
young.
retrospective
He got the hair.
aging. It doesn't happen to everyone. People do not and never have.
Dua Lipa's dad at 52. Yeah, this is Dua Lipa's dad. Ooh, I guess the hotness runs in the genes there. Yeah, yeah. Prince William is like the product of like centuries of inbreeding, right? So yeah, you can't. I don't know if you can really compare these two.
Aged similarly, and there's even the opposite observation that kids these days grow up too fast.
Kids these days.
But it's a popular question and subject of numerous memes. So,
34-year-old
Is it real?
man in 1983.
or is it numerous memes?
Yeah, wait. This guy is 34 years old. This guy's literally like a Zoomer. This is a teenager. Yeah. Yeah, older people looked older, but like younger people look like teenagers, like well into their 20s is the thing. I mean, maybe I'm kind of like that, right? But yeah.
So, is it real?
So,
Or
hey, A
is
Bug's
it an
Life.
illusion fueled by cherry-picked examples that feeds rosy nostalgia for a time when people were tough and didn't have it as easy as you kids have it now?
Tough. Yeah, they were
Well,
tougher back
as
then.
it turns out, both.
Both.
Humans today really are aging more slowly than their historic counterparts.
It's happening.
Changes in lifestyle, nutrition, smoking habits, healthcare,
Smoking
early
habits.
life conditions, and skincare, particularly the use of sunscreen, are a huge part of it.
Oh, early life conditions. So like, if you're treated like if you're treated well in early life, you don't age as fast. That makes sense because like a lot of factors that go into like how you develop as a person like start in early life, like in the first few years of your life, right? That's when you start learning things. Your body's adapting to your environment because like humans are very adaptable creatures, right? We can uh, we can adapt to new conditions really well. And yeah, healthcare. We have better healthcare and lifestyle and smoking habits. They said, yeah, people used to smoke so much back in the day. Like they used to both smoke like a pack of cigarettes a day, and yeah, that ages you. That gives you wrinkles. That what else did they say?
Care early historic counterparts.
Lifestyle.
Changes in lifestyle, nutrition, smoking
Nutrition.
habits, healthcare, early life conditions.
Oh yeah, nutrition is the big one because back in the day, people used to be really shorter, and that's not because of like genetics. It's not that really like people evolved to be taller. It's because like people didn't get enough like nutrition to grow to their full height, right? I mean, now I'm drinking like an apple kale smoothie right now, or like a fruit juice. But like you can barely get any fruit. You were lucky if you got enough bread to not go hungry, right? Back in the day. Yeah, fruit was really expensive. Meat was expensive. So yeah, a well-rounded diet is really important. Of course, like fruits and veggies, especially fruits, are what you need for to stay young and healthy looking. And what did they say? Skin care.
And skincare,
There it
particularly
is.
the use of sunscreen,
Sunscreen.
are a huge part of it.
Oh yeah, I bet sunscreen is a big deal because like sun really damages your skin, and also people are staying indoors a lot more too. I mean, back in the day, before computers or even TVs, you would just like go outside all day. It's crazy to think about, right? But yeah, you'd be outside literally all day, and yeah, that would have some effect on your skin.
By comparing measures of metabolic,
60 is the new
cardiovascular,
50.
inflammatory, kidney, liver, and lung function across time, researchers
A
at
lot
Yale
of
and USC have found that we are in
lot of
fact
functions.
staying younger for longer than we used to.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
does that mean that 60 is the new 50? Almost. Their results suggest that between the early
Almost.
90s and the late 2000s, 60 became the new 56. 40 became the
56.
new 37 and a half, and 20 became the new 19.
20 is the new 19.
Also, during
Hey,
the last century,
cool.
dentistry and orthodontics have played a huge cosmetic role in the kinds of faces we see.
Dentistry and orthodontics. Oh wait, is this like? Does this mean like braces? Yeah. Oh, this girl has the incel chin syndrome and the buck tooth. Yeah. You should get that fixed. Is this the same girl?
In parts
No.
of the world.
Oh yeah, that's the incel chin right there. The incel versus.
But a huge cosmetic
Yeah.
role in the kinds of faces we see in parts of the world.
Yeah, this is incel versus Chad. Oh, this is literally Chad. Look at him. Yeah.
But interestingly, when faces in magazines are measured
Faces
from
in
the 1930s
magazines.
to today,
It hasn't changed
the
much?
only significant change has been that across all ethnicities, the media is now exposing us to larger lips.
Larger lips.
Also,
Ooh.
retroactive aging can
Oh yeah, white people have really thin lips. Yeah, that's a thing. So, I mean maybe thin lips used to be considered pretty, but yeah, I don't know. I like thick lips because it feels better when you kiss it and like when you do other stuff with the lips, right?
occur over short time spans. When I was a freshman, the seniors in my high school seemed so old to me.
Seniors.
But by the time I was a senior myself, I looked in the mirror and at my peers, and I was
Hey,
like,
it's young Vsauce. Oh, that's cute. He's like totally clean shaven. He does look kind of older, doesn't he? I mean, how old is Vsauce? In his 40s or something? 30s maybe? So yeah, he was in the generation that looked older or something, right?
we're them now, but we don't seem as old as they did. What's going on isn't just about bodies.
It's about
First of all,
perception.
the seniors I looked
Perspective.
at when I was a freshman truly were older than me at that time.
Yeah.
They graduated and went away, and later, when I was a senior, I saw
Nice.
myself as I was. But in my mind's eye, I saw the earlier seniors as they appeared to me when I was younger.
Yes, when you're younger, you have a very warped perception of reality, of like things around you. Like, when you're older, you grow up to be like more I don't know, what's the word? You don't exaggerate things as much in your mind, right? When you're older. Yeah, when you're young, you're like, oh wow. When you're in first grade, I remember I was like, oh wow, an 8th grader? That's like so many grades above me. They must be like so experienced, so like, and like 9th grade, 10th graders. That's like that's basically an adult, right? But no. No, I was still a dumbass kid when I was in 8th grade and 9th grade. Yeah. Yeah. It's all about, like, perspective. Because, like, you respect those guys who are older than you. But, once you get up to that age, you realize, age is kind of just a number. It measures... What really matters is your life experience, right? Not like your age. It's not like you get a certain set amount of life experience per year. It's kind of like I'm sort of an adult now, right? And I realized, like, looking at other adults, like, oh, other adults also kind of don't know what they're talking about. Like, fully grown 40 and 50-year-olds. They're just as dumb as, like, any teenager. The only difference is, like, life experience, right? That's the thing. Young people are dumb because of, like, a lack of life experience, but old people are still dumb in spite of all the experience they have. So, yeah. Being older does not mean that you are smarter or wiser, necessarily.
Retrospective aging seems to also be about perspective. Let's go back to this tweet. This is George Wendt playing Norm on the TV show Cheers. Now, when Cheers premiered, Wendt was indeed 34, but I looked it up, and this image is actually from episode 24 of season 5, when Wendt was 38.
Episode 24.
We're not comparing apples to apples here. However,
season 5.
This is an image of George Wendt at 34, and
Ashley Fairbanks
made some alterations. And a good point.
Wait, hate to break it to you ladies, but this is what your boyfriend looks like under the beard and glasses. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, back in the days, everyone was clean shaven. Everyone would, like, shave every morning, just that little bit of stubble, right? Now I shave, like, once every 2 weeks or something. I mean, yeah, I should shave soon. The mustache does not look good.
However, here's the rub. These alterations don't make Wendt look
I have, like, 4 friends married to this guy.
They make him look more like a 34-year-old
today. Oh, yeah, so it's cultural norms. Yeah, so, like, people, like, with this style, the clean-shaven style, with no glasses, I guess, with the short, curly hair, that's like an old person style of grooming, whereas, yeah, this style is associated with more younger people, right?
Similarly, giving the Golden Girls modern-day hairstyles and makeup drops their apparent age a lot.
Oh, wow, what?
Giving the Golden Girls modern-day hair...
Just their hair and makeup is changing? Oh, it's Betty White.
Hairstyles and makeup drops their apparent age a lot.
Wait, how's their hair changing? I mean, yeah, this is the kind of hair you see on your everyday grandma, right?
And makeup drops their apparent age a lot. Superficial styles and mannerisms often make not just a big difference, but all the difference.
All the difference.
Which supports the hypothesis that retrospective aging is often an illusion.
An illusion.
Modes of self-expression are always changing. Clothing, hairstyles, accessories, makeup, mannerisms, language, body language. Now, modes can come back, but never exactly. The context is always a little bit different. And from what's available or acceptable at any one time, we each draw ways of appearing.
Yeah, we can try to recreate what's been in the past, but we can never get it exactly right. If anything, it can be at most a reflection of what existed in the past, which I don't think is good because you got to create something new. You got to keep growing and evolving, and by trying to force things back to some imagined past that you don't know everything about, it's a recipe for disaster.
What's available or acceptable at any one time, we each draw ways of appearing or being in the world. And even if you don't care about how you look or think about how you act, what options you even have are dictated by what's currently popular or normal or being pushed on people like you.
Yeah.
Few of us stay at the stream.
Yeah, we do be living in a society. That's true. Yeah. No matter how individualist you think you are, you're always being influenced by cultural norms in one way or another.
Drawing what's new all our lives. For various reasons, we often wander away with our catch. Perhaps it's because we settle into an identity we're comfortable with, or fear the taboo of not dressing our age, or simply run out of time to care. But when we're gone, the stream keeps changing, and we get older and continue to use the mannerisms and styles we grabbed a while back. Eventually, to whatever those styles initially evoked, a new connotation is added. Old person.
Old person.
Not because the look or behavior is intrinsically for the elderly,
but because old people today still have those same styles. They're set in their ways, and they've stopped changing. Yeah, I think people stopped changing when they're like, I don't know, 40 years old or so.
But because those who use it, us, became old ourselves.
Ah, yes.
If you want to look older, what do? Well, you can dress the way older people dress. And the thing is, that's often how they used to dress too. We think people looked older in the past because they looked the way
still
old
dress
people do today. Dale Irving, a gym teacher at Prestonwood Elementary School in Dallas, Texas, posed for his first yearbook photo in 1973. The following year, he accidentally wore the same outfit again.
Oh, wow.
He says he was embarrassed at first, but his wife Kathy challenged him to do it again. So he did.
Oh wow, he's changing a lot. He's grown out his stash. Wait, is this like the same person? They kind of look different, right? The nose, like, the face is like longer or taller. It's not as wide, maybe.
And he never stopped. What he gave us is a great, exaggerated example of how what once could comes to be associated with
Vsauce
old
music.
age. The people we keep seeing a style on get older and older themselves until we think of the style itself as being for old people. Retrospective aging, then, is double-pronged, both real and illusory. People in the past really did age faster than us because of differences in nutrition, lifestyle, and medicine.
Nutrition,
but much,
lifestyle.
if not most, can be chalked up to the fact that we think people like this are dressed like old people. But that's an anachronism.
Dressed like old people.
They're dressed like old people from the future.
They're dressed like old people from the future. Yeah. That's a funny way of saying it. When they were kids, they dressed normally, but that was the style. In the future, that would be the style of old people. Yeah. Does that mean my style is going to be considered old someday? Maybe.
The old people they would become. Has anyone ever dressed like a young person from the future? Well, it happened.
Well, they tried.
They tried. Of the South Fork Bridge in Canada. A crowd came out to celebrate, and photos were taken. In 2010, the photos were digitized and placed online. That's when this guy was noticed.
It's the time traveling guy, time traveling hipster. Yeah.
Traveling hipster.
Oh yeah, there
Why
it is.
a
Pre-watched.
time traveler wouldn't bother to blend in, and why, with all of history to visit, he chose the reopening of a bridge in the 40s?
Yeah.
No one knew.
1941.
The photo was
Interesting
confirmed to
year.
be undoctored, and researchers put forward the idea that this man was not, in fact, a time traveler.
He was just a cool guy. I mean, yeah. Look at around him. It's just a bunch of like old people around him. Old white dudes. Some maybe in the back. Some young guys. But like, yeah, this guy's like a hipster. What is he wearing around his t-shirt, though?
That his shirt wasn't an ironic screen print, but simply bore the logo of the Montreal Maroons.
Ah, the Montreal Maroons.
They said his sunglasses and knit sweater were not unusual for the 40s, nor was his portable camera. The only thing was unusual about him was
his hair?
how casual his attire was.
Ah, yes.
And they're probably right. But this all raises the exciting possibility that someone out there right now, possibly even you, is unknowingly
Even
dressed
me.
like people in the future will. And
Whoa.
your appearance in photos will someday freak them out.
Yeah, what if I'm ahead of the times? What if I'm a trendsetter, huh? What if one day everyone's gonna be wearing a bandana around their neck or a scarf or something? Yeah, what if in the future all guys are gonna grow out their hair like this? That would be cool. I mean, guys have pretty shitty hair today in general.
You know, it might be fun to start dressing even more casually, or do some other
Even
odd
more
thing on the off
casually.
chance that you happen to nail it, and years from now you are worshipped as
I'm
a
nailing
time
it.
traveler. Oh, that reminds me of today's sponsor. Hi.
I mean, a lot of people dress very casually today. What would a future person? What would like a teenager in like the 2050s wear? Probably like a full body suit, like a. Well, back in like the 60s and 70s, they tried to imagine what people in the future would be wearing, and it's all like shiny, like latex suits, right? Maybe it's hard to tell, but maybe something like that might be like one big piece of clothing that you wear all the day, maybe.
I'm Michael Stevens. Would you like to look like you're from the future? Well, every season, those who subscribe
love
to
to.
Vsauce's Curiosity Box receive a box full of delicious brain food that we have
Curiosity
made
box.
that very few
Yummy.
people have. Yet.
Yes.
This year, our summer box contains our Moire illusion cards. A bunch of other things I won't
Illusion cards.
spoil.
Ooh, oh,
and
wow.
This, a Pythagorean cup. Supposedly invented by
Pythagorean
Pythagoras
cup.
himself, it is widely considered the earliest known practical joke. It works
Practical
just like a
joke.
normal cup. Fill it up, carry it around, take a drink. Refreshing. But it punishes greed. If you pour yourself too much, the internal siphon will drain the entire contents.
Oh.
Greed is good. More like
More
greed
like-
is wet.
More
A
like
portion of all
greed is
proceeds from the Vsauce Curiosity Box
lame.
go directly
That's
to
funny.
Alzheimer's research. So this box isn't just good for your brain; it's good for
Alzheimer's
everyone's
research.
brain. And
You're spilling,
While
dude.
supplies last,
You're
if you subscribe to the Curiosity Box, you can choose a.
Oh wow, it drains the whole thing if it's filled up too much. Oh, because it's a pump. Yeah, you got to get the pump going before before it pumps out everything. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, a little mini Zen garden. Is this like a Funko Pop? What is this? Hydrophobic maze. That could be interesting to play with.
Bundle of some of our favorite items from past boxes that we will throw in for free.
Should I buy a curiosity box and do an unboxing on stream? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that.
Just pay shipping. If you're not subscribed yet, I'm ready for you. With open
Oh,
arms
he's ready.
and open neurons.
And open neurons. Wow. Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Would you like to play with my toys? Maybe I would. Wow.
Whoa! Who's that guy?
Whoa. Jump
Does he
scare.
look like a Bill, a Mark, a Justin, or a Josh?
Yeah, what a jump scare that was. I'd say this guy's a Josh, right? Yeah, this is a very Josh-like face. Is this gonna be like about people associate faces with different names, like, and they do it differently today than in the past because like cultural norms change? Let's see.
Pause right now.
I'm gonna say
I'd
Josh.
like to think about it.
I'm thinking.
According to
I don't
research,
think. It could be a Justin. I don't think Bill or Mark. Definitely not Bill. Maybe Mark. Maybe Justin. I'd say Josh though.
from Millsaps College and Miami University, this is Mark.
What?
Or at least, this is what we think people named Mark look like. By
This is
asking
what
people
we
to
think
make
people
and
named
rate
Mark look
digitally
like.
created faces, researchers were able to put together prototypical faces for a number
Facial
of different names.
stereotypes.
This is apparently what we think a Josh looks like.
That's a Josh.
A
Okay.
Bill, a
Yeah, that's a
Justin,
Bill. That's a Bill. Yeah. Yeah. Bills have very wide faces and squished brains. Yeah. Yeah. This is a Justin. Yeah, I would have said that.
a Dan, a Brian,
Dan,
a Tom,
Brian.
Andy. The idea that
Wait,
names
Andy.
like
Why was Andy's face so like squished
under
the
certain face shapes
other
in our
way?
minds, isn't that strange? For example, there's Wolfgang Kohler's famous finding that when
Wolfgang
asked which
Kohler.
of these shapes is named Booba and which is named Kiki,
This is Booba and this is Kiki, because Kiki is spiky, right? It's Kiki. It's a sharper sound, and this is a Booba is a duller sound, right?
people of all different ages and cultures and languages overwhelmingly assign Kiki to the spiky one
Yeah.
and Booba to the blobby one.
Of course.
And sure
Booba.
enough, it
Booba.
certainly seems
Hey, I like boobas. Yeah, give me more boobas. Show me more boobas.
seems to work with names too. Which one of these men is Tim and which is Bob?
Obviously
Almost
Tim and
unanimously,
Bob.
feel like this is Tim and this is Bob.
But what if it's the other way around?
But are these men actually named Tim
Actually,
and Bob?
probably not.
Well, there's the rub. Just because we associate certain names, certain sounds with certain shapes, doesn't mean we're right.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a biological name.
Vsauce.
If a person still goes by the same name
Of
they were given
course.
as a baby, long before anyone knew what they would look like as an adult, well, surely
That
there
couldn't
won't be a
change
name.
it, right? But I heard that there is, right? Because like some people, like they grow up to look like their name, the person they're named as or something. I mean, is that a thing?
But as it turns out,
It turns out,
there is.
there is.
Believe it or not,
there
in
is.
a multiple choice setting, people can guess a stranger's name just by looking at their face. More
Oh,
often than you
wow.
would expect from luck alone. It's
Crazy.
called the face name matching effect.
Face name
Here's a
matching.
stimulus from Zwebner's research. Do you think this man is named Jacob, Dan, Joseph, or Nathaniel?
Nathaniel? No. I'd say Jacob or Dan. I don't think Joseph.
By just randomly
Jacob?
picking a name, people should get this right 25% of the time.
Right.
But Zwebner found that people picked the correct answer, Dan,
Ooh,
nearly
okay.
40% of the time.
Yeah, it looks like a
What's going
Dan.
on?
What's going on
Can
here?
names actually cause us to grow to look a certain way?
Can they?
Well, apparently they can.
Ooh, they
It
can.
has been called
Dun,
the
dun,
Dorian
dun.
Gray effect. In
Dorian
Oscar Wilde's
Gray.
The Picture of Dorian Gray, a portrait of the protagonist ages and grotesquely reflects his evil deeds while he himself remains young
Ooh.
and pure-looking.
Grotesquely
In a similar
reflects.
way, it
Dorian
seems that in
Gray.
some cases, our own appearance can come to reflect the name we were given.
Oh,
But I kind
whoa.
of think
Shit.
it's more of a reverse
Fuck
Dorian Gray
it.
effect. I mean, in the book,
Reverse
Dorian's
Dorian Gray.
reality affects the appearance of his portrait, but
Whereas-
the face name matching effect goes the other way. A inanimate sign, a name, influences our actual physical appearance. Well, anyway, it's not news that a
Right.
person's name can lead others to have certain expectations of them and treat them accordingly. It's been found, for example, that multiracial
Obama or
faces
Barry
given
Dunham.
European names are rated as looking more European than the same faces are when presented with
Oh.
non-European names.
I mean,
The
yeah.
expectations a name carries
That
with
might
it
make
may
sense.
create a self-fulfilling prophecy, whereby as a person grows up, they're motivated to fulfill those expectations, carry themselves in ways people think someone with their name should, and even like, dislike, accentuate, hide, use, and avoid different parts of their face and body depending on whether or not those parts match their name. It's been found that faces and names that match are emotionally liked more than faces and names that don't. Analysis of voting data has shown that senatorial candidates
Booba
earn
Kiki
10%
effects.
more votes when their names fit their faces very well.
Oh, so if your name doesn't fit your face, then that's kind of like off-putting, maybe?
Than when they fit very poorly. Now, with that in
Okay.
mind, part of the effect could literally come from the fact that although parents don't know what their kid will look like as an adult, the parents do know what they look like, and without knowing it, tend to prefer names that match their faces.
Even when
which
they're
are likely to
babies?
resemble their child's face as well. But not always. If the dissonance is too great, a person can always change their name, either completely or by simply choosing a nickname. If I had been just a little bit different,
Oh.
Michael, could have always gone by Mike.
Mike.
The fact that people can adjust their names to fit them, of course, merely strengthens the face name matching effect. By studying whether the correct name could be guessed when different parts of a face were
Oh, wow,
included,
it's a computer
researchers were able to
analysis.
develop heat maps showing which parts of the face different names are most characteristically associated with. Apparently,
okay.
looking like an Ann is
An
all about
Ann.
the tip of the nose. It's the
Tip of the
bridge of the
nose.
nose for Arthur's, and the philtrum, or snot trough, for Benjamin's. Aurelius
Philtrum.
are recognized by their face spiders.
Face
go back to
spiders.
old
Oh,
people.
okay.
How
It's
old
their,
is an old person?
Their cheeks, their...
73.7. That's according to results
That's-
published in the Journal
that's
of
old.
American Geriatrics last year. It's the
Geriatrics.
average age
Boomers.
people gave when asked, when does old age begin? People
73.
under 65.
I'd say it begins younger than that, like 70, maybe in the 60s, right? According to age. Oh, older people say older age begins at an older age. Okay.
On average said 71, and people over 65 on average said 77.
Okay.
Women said old age began 3 years later
Women.
than men did. White
Really?
people said it began 8 years later than non-whites did.
Wait, so white people? Oh, is it because white people have a longer life expectancy? Maybe.
And people who felt healthy placed old age
Bad,
later in
good.
life than those who felt less healthy.
Huh.
But
Okay.
how old do people want to be?
How old people
that
want
depends
to be?
on how old they already are. In America, the only people who are the age they would like to be are 21-year-olds. People younger than 21 wish they were older.
And people older wish they were younger. Yeah, 21 is like the ideal age to be, I'd say.
And people older than 21 wish they were younger. People who are 40 wish they were 30. People who are 60 wish they were 40. And people who are 90
wish they were 70 or 60.
When people are asked if they could be one age forever, the average American
22,
picks 36.
36,
which
really?
is actually how
Why?
old I am right now, funny.
Why would you pick 30? You have to be like in your 20s, right? If you're going to be one age forever, it should be like at least in like your late 20s. Yeah, I would say mid 20s. Actually, isn't it a thing that like people go through like a sort of second puberty like in their mid to late 20s? So like maybe to be you want to be like a fully grown person for the rest of your life, so maybe like late 20s I'd say, but like early 20s could be fun.
Enough.
You could just party for the rest of your life.
Old people are more likely to think they dream in black and white. Not because it's
because
part of the aging process, but because they
perceive things through TV, because they watch TV in black and white in movies.
They are veterans of the great black and white dream epidemic of the 20th century.
The great
Prior
black
to
and
the
white dream
1900s,
epidemic.
Aristotle, Descartes, Freud,
They described
everyone,
their
more or less,
dreams
reported that
in
dreams
colors.
contained color.
Yeah.
But as humanity moved into the 20th century, the number of people reporting color in their dreams dropped just as quickly as the popularity of new black and white movies and TV rose. In the 60s,
I see.
as color TV and movies became more and more common, reports of colored dreams started going back up. And
Color
today,
dreams.
people who grew
That
up
would
with
be
black
nice.
and white TV continue to report more black and white dreams than those who didn't. And later studies across China found the same thing. The frequency
dream
of
in
black and
color?
white dreaming correlated strongly with how common black and white TV was in a person's area. So, did black and white movies and TV literally change our dreams?
Changing
First of all,
dreams.
it's not clear whether dreams themselves actually changed or if people just started thinking differently about their dreams. We're trying, but we still haven't
People are
found a way to
thinking
get
differently.
direct access to dream content.
Dream
Eric
content.
Switchable has
Oh,
pointed
dream
out
reconstruction.
that as far as we know, dreams may not be in color or black and white.
They're in our heads, right? They're perceived on a deeper level than regular perception is, maybe.
Or sepia or anything. They may be primarily indeterminate in color as they happen, and only later,
Indeterminate. Oh, when we perceive it, we add color to it, right?
during recall, do we confabulate details about color. He compares dreaming to reading. Is a novel in color or black and white? As you read a story, what do you see in your mind? It might be the case that dreams, vaporous as they are something we simply have a terrible grip on, and that movies and TV shows have given us the illusion of understanding them. In fact, Switchable has speculated that smells and touch sensations are rare in dreams today.
Yeah.
But future people with smelly, touchy-feely VR shows might think that they dream with lots of textures and odors and find it strange, maybe even frightening, that few of us seem to.
Ooh, that's a good point, because like today in the digital era, it's like we perceive things visually and auditorily, because like we don't have the technology to do taste, touch, or smell, maybe.
But why would we think that dreams were like moving pictures and not normal waking life? Well, no one knows. It might be that motion pictures are just simply the closest thing we have to dreaming that isn't dreaming. Unlike
we can
still
simulate
images,
dreaming.
paintings, photographs, tapestries, motion pictures and dreams can contain movement and narrative and cause and effect. And unlike stage plays or real life, motion pictures and dreams are not made of anything that is even remotely similar to what they depict. They're both made of phantoms. Images are uncanny things.
Phantoms.
A person in an image is frozen in time, but yet can seem to grow
They
old.
can
Our
move
own
still.
image can depend
Hello,
on
Dan,
what we
Andy.
recall.
Look
It's
at
the
Andy.
closest thing we have to what our mind does when we're away. Do you get the picture?
Get the
Or does
picture.
the picture get you?
Oh shit.
And as always,
Picture got me. Thanks for watching. Like how he pops in and out of frame. Tweet sauce. Vsauce. Ooh, a new outro. Curiosity box. Okay.
You want to look older? What do? Well, you can dress the way older.
I like the classic Vsauce music they're still using after 5, 6, 7 years. Huh?
Makeup,
Where is it?
mannerisms. But I looked at it. What's going on isn't just about bodies. First of all, the seniors I looked.
Oh, there's some new music. This is
that
new.
when I was a freshman. Truly
Where's the sound that goes dun dun?
Older, both real and illusory.
Oh, here it is.
People in the past really
It's really
did age
creepy
faster than
music.
us because of differences in
I like it, though.
nutrition and lifestyle and medicine. But much,
Okay,
if
cool.
not most, can be chalked up to the.
Okay, well, thanks Vsauce for that. Yeah, that's a kind of old school Vsauce video. Finally, does this guy realize how much this generation needs people like him? Yeah, this generation needs people to go in depth on topics like these. I was going to say this feels like a return to form, but actually I think it's a reprise of form. It echoes the old stuff in a way that's deeply shaped by the new stuff. It's my favorite period of Vsauce yet. Just keep following your creative path, Michael. I love where you're going. Oh yeah, just like I said before, you can't recreate the past identically, but you can have a reflection of the past that is maybe better, in a way, than the old ways. 2 minutes after upload. Got him. Here in Mexico, a trend started going out for young moms of naming their kids based on a football player. It was so trendy, in fact, they told us in the school that teachers had to put numbers to the children because there were many kids named Iker. Some of them even had the same last names. It's actually amazing. Yeah, just number them. Iker number 1, Iker number 25. It's actually amazing. I have a cousin named Iker from around the age. All other Ikers are XD. Another name we assign a lot is Karen. You already know how. And Chad as well. Yeah, Chad. A lot of guys want their kids to be Chads, I'm sure. Yeah. After all these years, I still don't want to tell Michael that my name is not Vsauce. Yeah, hey Vsauce. Who are you saying hey to? I'm not Vsauce. They were saying hey to Vsauce as in the community of Vsauce. Yeah. I've learned so many things from Vsauce that are somehow now permanently with me. It's not often that anyone is exposed to a piece of information and can earnestly say that they're permanently put into memory. Vsauce is the exception. I found myself frequently recalling bits of information from these videos, even after many years. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that too. So many old. Oh, here are the old videos. How many holes does it even have? That's a good question. Is your red the same as my red? Ooh, that's a good one. Cause perception. Who can say whether our perception of colors is the same or not? Right? Do chairs exist? Good question. Illusions of time. Oh, the Bonok-Tarski paradox. This was a trip of a video. Maybe we should watch this next. 38 million views. New Veritasium just dropped. Maybe we should watch that. Yeah, so like, you can't recreate the past, but you can echo the past. And you can choose to either desperately try to resurrect the dead stuff from the grave, or you can add your own new little twist to it, a little living spice to it, because things gotta keep changing, they gotta keep growing, right? Yeah, keep following your creative path, Michael. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Vsauce, for that informative lesson.